Hello, everyone.
Hello.
Welcome to issue 7
Seven.
of Pop Culture Review. As always, sitting across from me, the incredible, the handsome Sean.
Hello.
It's always lackluster when I say that. It's funny.
Yeah.
Beautiful Sunday morning here in South Australia.
We've got the windows closed, the blinds drawn. There's no light in there anywhere, but we're assuming it's nice outside.
And we have the heater on, but yes, the graphics are better inside.
It's a hell with nature.
As always, in these recordings, 5 minutes of video games, 5 minutes of movies, 5 minutes of comics, not in that order.
In that order.
So we will start with 5 minutes of comics, as always. So here we go.
What'd you read, Terry?
I have read what I've been waiting for so long for. Dark Knight's Metal. Scott Snyder, Greg Capullo teaming up again to do what I'm assuming will be their final story, because a lot of things have been leading into this.
Okay.
This is to do with the nth metal that he's been teasing in Court of Owls and Endgame and all that sort of stuff.
Yeah.
There's this twisted metal behind everything that can corrupt who you are and all that sort of crap. I don't really know how to sum it all up. It is an unbelievable story. It is taking you on such an epic journey in just this one issue. And
I've heard it's very weird.
Oh, hugely weird. I mean, armoured up. You've got... It opens with the Justice League all clad in this armour that they can't get off, and it's designed to limit their abilities.
Okay.
And it's Mongol, an old DC villain, is like essentially got them in a gladiator ring, and they've got to fight these robots that are mirrors of themselves.
Okay.
And
so it sounds like a 10-year-old's fanfic.
It gets worse. It's they're fighting robot versions of themselves in armor that restricts them, but then Batman clicks that there's buttons inside the mouth. You push the button, let the monster absorb you, and then all the robots will come together to make essentially Megatron or whatever the hell from Power Rangers. It's all I could think of.
Right.
And then it just sort of cuts from there and it goes back, and then it gets more serious of going, okay, this is Batman doing his internal monologue of he's trying to discover this nth metal and that, while trying to keep the rest of the Justice League in the dark and all that sort of shit, and it's backfiring massively because it is introducing the dark multiverse as opposed to every other multiverse that there is in the DC realm. There's the dark multiverse, which is consistent with dark matter and dark energy known in the real world. So it's how Scott Snyder's put it all together. He's had such a degree of insanity, but it's paying out. And apart from jumping around a little bit at the beginning, it is brilliant. And shout out to my second home, Adelaide Comic Centre, to Pete and Steph.
They hooked you up with all the variants.
They didn't get me all the variants because there's like 80 of them, but they got me the big heavy hitters that have come into Australia, the Jim Lee, John Romita Jr. and Andy Kubert variants. They've both done, all three of them were Wonder Woman, Superman and Batman, the Trinity ones, so they were awesome. I will not mention the second one just yet because I want to keep an eye on time. I have like 2 minutes left, but I want to mention news that has just popped out, and not a lot of people have reported on it yet, and I know it's going to come out.
Yeah.
And I want people to listen to me on this because
my view's the most important.
No, everyone will report the identity of the Joker has been officially revealed.
I did hear about this, yes.
No, it hasn't.
Okay.
It is not canon.
Oh.
It is an alternate what-if story. Yeah. Because in this arc,
of course,
it is Batman is the White Knight, he is evil, the Joker is the good guy taking on Bats. Right. This is a what-if not an alternate universe story. It is not canon. Right. They have given the Joker the Jack Napier name officially the first time in comics.
Yeah. And that was the name of Jack Nicholson's Joker.
Yes,
before he got dropped in the bat.
Yeah, in Tim Burton's '89 Batman, he was called Jack Napier. It was Denny O'Neil had a different name for the Joker once in another what if story.
Oh yeah.
And it was Pierre Nep or whatever it was. It was Napier backwards.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Long time ago.
Yeah, Melvin something.
Yeah, Melvin Pierre and well, I can't pronounce it. I'm stupid. But it's coming out now that they're just going like, oh my god, the Joker's identity has been revealed. No, it hasn't.
It's not the Joker.
It's not
Well,
just
it's a Joker.
that Graham fella, who the writer or whatever it was, when he put up a tweet saying that I had the right to Warner Brothers to get approval to do this.
Yeah.
They've given me the approval. It's official now. Even in his tweet, he said, "The name of my Joker is Jack Napier. It's my Joker, not the Joker,
Not the main DC Universe Joker.
No, like the main DC Universe Joker. I don't think they will ever give his name because that adds to the degree of the mystery of the Joker. You could go anywhere with that.
Yeah.
So keep it open. For reasons like this, you could spin off, do your own spin off, and just go like, hey, it's this person, or this person, or this person. The closest they ever came was Batman in the Mobius chair.
Yeah.
And it's like had the infinite knowledge of all universes and all minutes.
That's
time. But in saying that, he asked the Mobius chair, who's the Joker? He gave him 3 names, and he says that's impossible.
Yeah.
All right, so that's comics for
Yep.
today. Moving on.
Gaming.
You want to go gaming?
There's something I want to talk about.
All right, no worries. All right, go.
PewDiePie has come out and said...
Why'd you bring this up?
No, this is because we don't like him.
I swore. I didn't want to swear.
PewDiePie says he's going to stop making Nazi jokes after these Charlottesville riots.
Really?
Good on you. Yeah, what a nice soul.
It took him
making Nazi jokes.
It took him until that.
Until that. Because earlier this year, he lost his contract with Disney because it came out that he was making, Nazi jokes and put that song, kill all Jews in one of his videos. And even since then, he was still making Nazi jokes. He's like, oh, Nazis don't exist anymore. They're not real. What? Hang
Really?
on. No. So now he's seen it's taken this massive tragedy, this massive, should not be, for him to go, wait, there is a world that doesn't revolve around me. Hang on, I better pay attention. So, kudos to PewDiePie for finally deciding to be a decent person for once in his goddamn life. That being said, he does run a couple of charities, so he is actually a good person. We're just bits of these things.
Hitler thought he was running a charity too, so... Moving on.
Yes, but yeah, there's that. Also, BioWare, people have been talking about it, BioWare have confirmed now that there is no DLC for Mass Effect Andromeda.
Yes. This is just on the wings of the rumours that's been going for since 6 months after Andromeda came out.
Yeah.
It just surfaced out of nowhere. All these rumours just started hitting on there's going to be multiplayer DLC.
Yeah.
There's going to be multiplayer DLC. But there was no substance to these rumours. As much as all the research you'd done lead back to Blizzard had nothing. There was nothing mentioned. So you're going, where is this coming from? It's just ventured out of thin air. Now they've come out and made a statement going, no, it is not happening.
Yeah.
Which is fair cool. BioWare has a lot of other stuff that they're more than likely working on at the moment, and their games are huge, so good on them. And Andromeda doesn't need it. It's all about you living the life of this one solitary character exploring a completely unknown universe.
Yeah.
Why would you want multiplayer in that? Are you going to have a million Jack Riders or Sarah Riders running around killing each other for what purpose?
Yeah.
Or co-op, exploring planets and stuff, but you've done all that yourself.
It's like the Elder Scrolls game. When that first came out, the original, I'm pretty sure it still is. The principle is, you are the destined king of this land, along with these 3 million other people. I never understood with...
It's like you stand there and it's just going the character NPCs you are the chosen one, then you step aside and the next person comes up and they go, you are the chosen one. And you're going well, I feel less special now.
Yes. World of Warcraft made it work because you weren't special. You were just a guy.
Yeah, you were a person.
Yes. And you happened to do this same thing that everyone else did, but it was just, you weren't the destined king. You weren't the chosen one.
You were part of something bigger than yourself. It was just you are part of the Horde. You are part of the Alliance.
Yeah, and you were just a corpse that woke up one day and just discovered he had magic powers.
Yeah, pretty well.
Yeah.
Or it was, in the undead world, it's more of you've been risen almost against your will. Especially in Death Knight. Anyway, that's getting into World of Warcraft. I could talk for hours on that.
Yeah. Night Trap.
Night Trap. Coming back. 25 years of disappearance and flack that it copped from Sega CD.
Because that was the game where they filmed sequences, like actual 35mm sequences, and made them into a game.
Yes, and it was all about vampires being inside a house, but they wanted to make it for kids and not make it violent, so they had vampires with no teeth, and it was just an absolute atrocity. Yeah. But it is
remastering it and bringing it back
because it is hilarious now. Because you look at it as a comedy now.
YouTube is going to go crazy.
Oh, it is going to be awesome. And it all started from one programmer who was just hired to recode things from Sega CD and all these other retro games and just make them on other things, because it all stemmed from a long time ago. Video emerged of a guy playing Night Trap on his phone and they've just gone what, and stemmed from that.
Awesome.
And just quickly, I want to mention in the world of games as well, we mentioned last week about the No Man's Sky patch.
Yeah, I gave it a quick look. It's still No Man's Sky.
Yeah, I gave it a play and I quite enjoyed it.
Yeah.
It's made the game playable.
Yeah.
Slightly more so.
I will be more impressed when I can go find you and not just a floating orb that you've left behind.
Yeah.
I want to play with you. I want to be able to shoot lasers at you.
Yeah.
Not to kill you just because I can shoot lasers at you.
Yeah.
Because that's never not fun.
They've made everything sort of streamlined and stuff. There's still a lot of issues. Like they've still bitten off a lot more than they can chew. Their premise outweighs their abilities.
Yes.
Just like their no, I've only got 2 seconds left, so I'm not going to mention it. But it's quite good.
Okay.
So give it a go.
Yeah.
All right. Moving on. Another 5 minutes of movies now.
Right. One of the bigger ones I've found. Shazam is confirmed to be the next DC film that they're going to film.
Yes.
They're saying this without actually having cast Shazam.
Yeah.
But this is going to be the next one. They say the director, Sandberg, what's his name?
David F. Sandberg.
David F. Sandberg has said we have a script, and we are going. This will be the next one that we shoot after we reshoot Justice League. Parts of it. And we reported a couple of weeks ago that Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson has not been cast as Black Adam. Apparently that's false.
Yeah, technically he has.
Yes, he has been cast as Black Adam. The director has confirmed that they have. The Rock has been cast as Black Adam, but he's not going to be featured in this film.
Yeah.
So let's have a Shazam film without the biggest bad guy that he's got.
Which I can agree with, because DC's run right now is open a movie and have the biggest heavy hitter you can.
So yeah.
And you're starting at the top. Don't work your way up there.
Yeah.
Like build a climax, all that sort of stuff. So I can get behind this. If you're not going to introduce Black Adam in the first movie, sweet. Focus on Billy. Focus on Shazam. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Stick with that. But yeah, it was sort of hit the internet like madly of, oh my god, how can you not cast The Rock as Shazam? But it was the wording of their thing. It's, we have not cast Dwayne The Rock Johnson as Shazam in the Shazam movie.
Yeah.
But it's the first movie.
Yeah.
So like, we have cast him, he's just going to be in another one.
He'll probably pop up at the very end going, hang on.
Yeah.
He'll probably just pop in.
Do you smell what Black Adam is cooking?
Staying on DC, apparently the very first edit for Justice League was unwatchable. Which
What a
I'm
shock.
not surprised. It's a first edit.
What
So
a
it's
shock.
probably got problems, but being DC, it will continue to have problems until it's released, where it will keep those problems and hold them tightly to us. Just say, no, these are mine, you can't take them. They've brought in Joss Whedon to do reshoots, so hopefully that's going to fix said broken film, but we'll have to wait and see. It's DC, they're going to drop the ball somewhere, we just have to figure out what yard line it gets dropped on.
Yeah, exactly. But
DC, 5 yards.
Time will tell.
Yeah.
There's been a lot of hashing about Netflix Death Note series.
Yeah, you were saying there's complaints about whitewashing?
Yeah, it's starting to flood out now because it's aired in, I can't remember if it was an Asian country or the US. I think it's the US actually. It's aired on Netflix,
It's US production.
and it's already getting hammered by a lot of people for whitewashing because there is so far not a single Japanese or Asian person in the movie. Even though it's based off of Japanese anime.
Yeah.
I don't care. Really, I was a little bit taken aback when I saw L, like the big baddie, in it. Now, in the anime, if you don't know, he's black-haired, pupils the size of dinner plates, and as white as a ghost, and stands on a chair, like sits fetal on a chair and stuff. He's the warped, I've never been outside type bloke.
Yeah.
In the TV series, the trailers and that they've released, he's a black guy.
Yeah.
Now that sort of caught me off guard.
Yeah.
But I've just gone, I don't care, because I'm looking at this guy's acting and I'm going, his mannerisms, his, articulation, everything is just spot on for that character. So I don't care.
Yeah. At some point, you need to. See, it's a dicey one because it's originally a Japanese concept, and yes, they should have some Asians in there in the very least, but it's an American production. Yeah. They're not. it's Netflix, and they've got all the money in the world. They can do pretty much whatever they like. You gotta, at a certain point, someone's acting ability has to be able to override someone else's race. Like, yes, okay, this person looks perfect, but they're a terrible actor. This black guy can do L perfectly. Do we paint him? No, you just cast him. Like,
the other thing I'm going to mention is the characters that were in the anime aren't Asian. Because, like, funnily enough, the one thing that a Japanese anime have trouble doing is drawing Asian people.
Yeah, that's
so
what
they don't
said
do it.
Ghost in the Shell.
Yeah.
Like, they took it to Japan, and they said, oh, what do you think of Scarlett Johansson as Major? And they said, well, if they cast an Asian chick, she wouldn't have looked like Major.
Yeah, she'd be completely different. If you cast an Asian as L, if you cast an Asian as Light, or... It would be wrong. You'd be looking at it going like, well, hang on.
That being said,
not wrong, sorry. I'll take that back.
Yeah, there is a live action Death of the movie, and it's pretty good.
Oh, yeah, no. But I didn't mean wrong as in like racial undertones. It's like, no, if you find anyone with the good acting chops, you can have it. But everyone's going on the assumption that it should be Asian people playing it. But you're going like, no, because they weren't Asian in the movie. So why are you kicking up a stink over it?
Yeah.
Just because it originated in this country doesn't mean you need to have that race of people.
Yeah. So that's time.
It's time.
Just a quick run through of just a couple of things. Daniel Craig is coming back as James Bond for his
terrible.
First of his last one.
He was shit in the last one because he didn't like the character and he was over it and he was done, and he's going to be absolutely worse in this one.
Defenders came out.
Yes.
On Netflix.
That's about all we need to mention because I haven't watched it yet. So.
Neither have I. I need to catch up on the Cage of Dead of the season 2 first.
Oh, I found out I'm like 8 episodes behind on bloody Iron Fist, so I've got to finish them up. So.
And Sarah and I saw Dark Tower the other night. It's not bad.
Yeah.
It leaves you wanting more because there's not much in the movie, but I guess you have to have read the book.
Yeah.
But and I keep saying this with every book they turn into a movie, I should not have to read the book to get the movie.
Yeah, no.
They did it with Hunger Games, and that's what ruined Hunger Games for me.
Yeah.
I should not have to do homework to go enjoy a movie.
True. You should be able to get everything you need in it.
Yes.
But to make it easier on you, instead of going out and buying Stephen King's The Dark Tower and reading the actual novel, DC did do a graphic novel of it, and it would make it easier and faster to read.
Awesome.
All right. Well, that's it, guys.
Yes.
All right. Thanks very much, and always give it a like and a subscribe and a share, just so we can get this out, because I love telling people about the latest news coming out of the pop culture scene. So, all right. Thanks very much, and we'll see you on the next one.
Bye.